we are going to learn how to use buttons effectively to make a multimedia application or animation interactive so the user can play around, go to the next scene, come back. To do that, I'm going to create one new ActionScript 3.0 Flash animation, and I'm going to have two layers. One is for having design, and second for having buttons and text. So I'm going to design my characters in design, and buttons and characters will have only buttons. Buttons and text will have only buttons and actually just written text. So let me just play. So now the first scene, I'm going to have four buttons, and those four buttons will be corresponding to um, actually the scenes. So I'm going to show this to you here. First of all, I create buttons by going to insert new symbol. Make sure you have selected button, and I'm going to create home. Once you see this, you'll see it's different from the stage. The main stage, you can go back from here, this scene 1. You see main stage has borders like this, gray areas. So your animation only comes in this white area. That's your stage, but that's how you differentiate you are in stage or in the symbol, which is button now. So if you go to library, you'll see the home is created, and see it's all white. That's how you will differentiate you're not in stage. Right now you are in the button. This plus shows you the center. So always create your symbols, your movie clip or your buttons always near the center. And I'm going to create this by using this rectangle tool. If you, before creating it, if you click on the properties and see this rectangular options, you can see this number here. So you can write number. Generally 15, 16, 17 gives you a rounded rectangle like this, which I'm going to create just now. The background color I just selected to be red, and I selected this maybe a little smaller, and I created this rectangle, and I can just select it and move it a little up. On top of it, I'm going to create a text. If I create text with the same color, you can't see it. So make sure you change the fore color, the front color of the text you are selecting. I'm going to change this to yellow. The size you can select from here. The font family and the style of the font you can select from here. I'm going to leave it at 30, and I'm going to place home. So that's my home button I just created. Make it slightly down so it comes on top of the rectangle. So that's my home button. Notice it's not on the stage now. I've just designed it. If I want to use it, it's in the library. I can drag and drop this on my keyframes. But I have just created one button, which is home. I want to create 3 more buttons. To be exactly similar size and shape, it's better you copy this and then insert new symbol and new button, which is my play button, and just paste in place. So place exactly where I copied it from. So it is exactly the same place. Now I'm going to change this to change simply the text to play. So it's in this case, like now, it's exactly the same size on the same position. So I have home, play. I'm going to create next and back also. So insert new symbol, next, and paste in place, and just change the text to next. One more button called back, paste in place, change it to back. So I've got 4 buttons ready. If you see my library, back, home, next, play, back, home, next, play. Yes. So right now the first screen, whatever I design, it should have something called, we just learned, called stop. The first screen should have something in the action called stop. So I'm gonna right click, not the design but the buttons layer. I'm gonna, it will work even if you write in the design layer. It can also have actions, but it's better to organize. Design is separate, your buttons and actions and text are separate. So I wrote stop here, and in the design I write something like welcome screen, and you can say Disney, Walt Disney Animation Studios. That's my welcome screen. Just center it a little. So I designed this in the designs scene. So no, remember your ant and the mother of ant, etc. All of that should be in the design layer. Buttons should be in the next layer. However, as soon as it comes here, it will stop. You know why? First of all, there is no keyframe after this, but also I have mentioned the action over there as stop. Stop, bracket open close and semicolon. Now the next keyframe I will design now, and I'll call it in the design layer something like scene 1. This is my scene 1, and then scene 2, and then scene 3. What this will do, it is actually showing that I have home screen, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. That's what it is showing us. But what I want to do is I want to connect these back, home, next and play to these scenes. So it stops at welcome. I have a play button here. When the user clicks on play, it should go to scene 1 and play the scene 1, how much ever bigger it is. So in real terms, in your real project, it will be a big scene 1. There will be motion twinning inside, there will be whatever inside. So it's a scene 1, it will be keep on playing scene 1. In the end, it will stop. When the user clicks next, only then it will go to the next scene 2. Otherwise, it will stop at scene 1. Play complete scene 1 and stop. And then it will go to scene 2. Play complete scene 2, how much ever big it is. Complete scene 2. In the end of the scene 2, it will stop. And then when the user clicks next, it will go to scene 3, play completely and stop. This is how we want to learn what navigation can do for us. So home, next, and play. This is what you have seen. And then the back button also. Every scene 1 should have a back button also. Scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, next and back. So you can go to the previous scene. And all of them should have a home button also. So you can go at the beginning. Now notice this. You have learned how to add action, right? Just now you learned when you click on play, if I want to go and play scene 1, what should I do now? Can anybody tell me? I want the user to click on play. So it starts from scene 1. What should I do? Anybody? Yes? Yeah, I go to window, code snippets. I've already had this timeline navigation, and then go to frame and play. Which frame? Can you see on the screen or over here? Which frame should it play from? My frame 2 is still same. You see this? So it should be 3 because that's where my scene 1 starts. But would you remember all these numbers? Scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. If you have lots of buttons in your project, you are going to very soon it really becomes very difficult to remember these numbers. You're going to be mad remembering all these frame numbers. So an easier way out is to give names to these frames. So I'm gonna click on my first keyframe, scene 1, properties. If you see this label here, I clicked on my keyframe. The property, I can actually give it name. So I gave it scene 1. What this will do, even though I move this later on, this scene 1 here and there, even though I move this keyframe, if I hook it up with a button, it will always go to scene 1. No need to remember the frame numbers now. So this is another feature of Flash. So I'm going to click on the next keyframe, which is scene 2, and I'm gonna give it scene 2. This is another scene, and then the last scene I'm gonna give it scene 3. So I've got 3 scenes. I've given scene 3 as their names. Now notice what I do at play, something different from what you have learned. Click on play, code snippets, go to frame and play, and you know what I do right over here? I don't write 3, I write here scene 1. What this will do, it will actually go directly to scene 1, wherever, whatever the number is. And I can keep changing that. You somehow you increase the size of the previous frame, you move the frame somewhere else. In this case, it will go to scene name, whatever you have written. I said scene 1, so you will see it actually goes to scene 1. So I'll click on play, it goes to scene 1. And see here, I drag the scene and I move it forward. It's now at 20. Even now when I play it, it will go to scene 1. So that's the benefit. Only now what I need to do is, when the scene finishes, I should stop it. So I'll do that in the actions layer. Scene finishes here, right? It does not finish here. This is scene 2. This is scene 1. Where it finishes, you write an action there called stop. So it stops there. After finishing the scene 1, it should stop. So I finish the scene 1 here, and here is where I will write stop. So to write stop, you just insert a keyframe and write there stop, bracket open close, semicolon. So it will really finish the scene 1 and stop there. Let me just show you. Play, goes to scene 1, plays. When it finishes, it will not go to scene 2 now. It stops at the end of scene 1, because at the end of scene 1 was here. Just above it, I wrote stop. So it will not go any further. But I also need to do something here. I will place next button. So I give the user the chance of going to the next scene. So I'm gonna go to my library, drag and drop my next at this point. I'm gonna drag and drop at this point. So where is my buttons layer? This is my buttons layer. Insert a keyframe, drag and drop next here, and also drag and drop back here. So it has the possibility of going back to the previous scene. So I've got scene 1, scene 2, scene 3 as my keyframes. The first keyframe is what? What's the first keyframe? Let's name it home, or maybe welcome screen, whatever. So I'm gonna give it home. So at the end of this scene 1, I have a next and back button also. When you click on next button, where should it go? Scene 2, right? So you hook it up with scene 2. How? Code snippets. Click to go to frame and play. Where? What should I write here? Scene 2 in single quotes. I'll write here scene 2. So let's run this. Play is, stop is working, play is working. Scene 1 finish. Now this next should take us to scene 2, which it does now. Okay, so what I need to do is, I'll just finish all this by the end of scene 2, again stop. So I'll insert a keyframe and I'm gonna write here stop, bracket open close, and also over here place the back and next button. So I'm gonna insert keyframe at the buttons layer, and I'm gonna place the next and back buttons which are already there. I'm gonna drag and drop new because these are coming from the previous ones. So this is next and this is back. This next should go where? This next to scene 3, yes. So click on code snippets, go to frame and play, in single quotes, scene 3. It goes to scene 3 now. And when it finishes scene 3, you should stop and give a button called home so it goes home. So insert stop here in a new keyframe, actions, stop, and also place a home button here. So I'll on wherever it is finishing. Insert keyframe, remove the next and back, and place from your library the home button. So the scene 3 finishes, that's when you place the home button on the buttons layer, and you will see it is stopping and you have the home button. So let's do this. This is your home screen. When you play, it goes to scene 1, finishes scene 1, then you have next. You finish click on next, it will take you to scene 2. Finish scene 2, it will show you next. Click on next, it will take you to scene 3. Finish scene 3 and then home. Now when you click home, it should go where? Home, right? So let's do that action at scene 3. Click on home, code snippets, go to frame and play. You can write here 1 or home, it's up to you. So I'm gonna write home. Or why 1? Because it's at number 1. Home starts at number 1. So that's how I create my navigation. But what I have not done is the back button. You see this back button? When the back button is clicked on scene 1, where should it go? Yes, it should go home. If I click this button at the end of scene 1, it should go to home. So I'm going to do that. I just write here home. But when the back is finished here, where should it go? Scene 1, right? So I'm going to click here at the end of scene 1, scene 2, code snippets, go to frame and play, and I'll write here scene 1 in single quotes. Single quotes is necessary. Your frame number should come in single quotes. And then scene 3 finishes. There's no back here. You can if you like to. So this is play scene 1. You want to go back, it will take you to the welcome screen from scene 1. Play again, play scene 1, then it takes you to the next scene. And when it finishes the scene 2, you can go to scene 3 or go back to scene 1. It goes to scene 1 and play. So that's how really I create my navigation. Scene 2 and then scene 3. Once it is finished, that's my home.